Right, welcome back to another game of up-tempo basketball. My name is Brian Hafferkamp. I'm the designer and creator of up-tempo basketball. In this game, we are going to have the Phoenix Suns against the Clippers. This is 1995-96, and we are doing the opening night replay where we replay all of these games from the opening night. This is game number 6. We played these first 5 games already. You can find those here on the channel. You can see in this game the Clippers took care of business against the Suns and beat them 112-106. Let's go ahead and get everything going here. Gonna need this. And for Phoenix, it's going to be the starting 5 is Kevin Johnson, KJ, Wesley Person, the rifleman. We got Mike Finley, Charles Barkley, and Hot Rod Williams. And going for the Clippers, it's Terry DeHare, Brent Barry, one of the Barry brothers who's in the NBA, Rodney Rogers, Lloyd Vaught, and Bison Daly. So let's get this one going and pull up our online application. Hopefully you can see that well enough. You'll be able to see it once the numbers show up. So 1 to 50, tip goes to the Suns, 51 to 100 to the Clippers. And it's going to be Clipper ball first. And let's see what they do as they come down the floor. That's a 67. That's going to be an auto bucket. That goes to Lloyd Vaught. So Lloyd Vaught with a deuce. And the Clippers on the board first, 2-0. For Phoenix, they come back down the floor. This is going to be a bucket that goes to Kevin Johnson as he slashes down the lane and lays one in for 2. 2-2, early in the game here. The Clippers, that's a 12. That's going to be a turnover to them. And the ball goes back to Phoenix. A 50 is going to be a 2-point attempt that goes to Mike Finley as he pulls up for the jumper. He's going to be guarded by Lamont Murray, who's a +5, so that makes him 1 to 56, and that's in as Finley puts in his first bucket of the game, 4-2, Phoenix over the Clippers. Here's an 83. That's going to be an auto bucket. Goes to Bison Daly down low as he gets the rebound and puts it back at the rim for 2. 51 is a 2-point attempt, again for this time Kevin Johnson, and he'll be guarded by Terry DeHare. DeHare, not much of a defender, +7, so that makes KJ a 59% shooter. So 1 to 59, it's in, and Kevin Johnson with the deep jumper, and that's going to be in and good. 6-4 is our score early in this one. Clippers go to the line. That's going to be Bison Daly to the line. He's a 73% shooter. Misses the first and makes the second, and that will be 5 for the Clippers. So the lead is 6-5, Phoenix over LA, and it's going to be a 60. 60 is an and 1. That is going to go to Elliot Perry as he gets down the lane. He gets fouled, goes to the line after he makes the bucket. He's a 77% shooter, and he puts it in, and that's going to be the old traditional 3-point play for Elliot Perry. 9-5 is the lead for Phoenix. A 52, that's going to be a 2-point attempt that goes to Brent Barry. Barry being guarded by Chuck Person, who's a +5, so that makes Barry a 1 to 58, and Barry a little floater in the lane, and he's going to put that in for 2. Tall, angular guy, Brent Barry. Like to get to the hole, like to get down low into the paint, and just a really nice player. All right, 84. 84 is going to be a 2-point attempt that goes to, or that's a 2-pointer straight up for Chris Carr. Chris Carr off the bench with a bucket, and the lead is 11-7. Phoenix over LA. 52. 52 is going to be a 2-point attempt from Terry DeHare. He is being guarded by Kevin Johnson. Johnson, a nice point guard, not a great defender. He's a +4, so that makes Terry DeHare a 51% shooter. And Johnson D's him up and causes the miss. Ball back to Phoenix, coming back down the floor. This is going to be a bucket in transition, and that's going to go to AC Green as he fills the lane, then throws it home for his first 2. The Clippers come down in their set offense. They're going to get a shot for Bison Daly down low. He's being guarded this time by Joe Klein, +4, so he's a 58% shooter. And Bison Dele puts it in. That's his 5th point of the game for the Clippers. Our score here is 13-9, 7.5 minutes left in the first quarter. 28 is going to be free throw attempts. That goes to Sir Charles. He's a 77% shooter, so he knocks them both in. That's his first 2 points of the game. And getting lots of scoring distribution for the Suns, not much for the Clippers. Here's a 35. That's going to be free throw attempts. That goes to Terry DeHare, 75% shooter. He makes 2, and those are his first 2 points of the game. Our score is 15-11, under 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's a 45. That's a 2-point attempt. That's going to go to Wayman Tisdale, coming off the bench. He's a 49% shooter, but he's being guarded by Loy Vaught. So that bumps him up to a 50% shooter, and no problem for Wayman Tisdale. So off the bench, Tisdale puts in 2 for the Suns, and the score is 17-11. Suns over the Clippers. The Clippers come back down. That's going to be a 2-point attempt to Lamont Murray. Murray being guarded by Mike Finley. So that makes him a 53% shooter. And Murray with the 2 off the bench. 17-13 is our score. 6 minutes left in the quarter. Back to the line go the Suns. This is going to be an 84. That's AC Green to the line. He drops him both. He's got 4 in the game. AC Green, quite a bit of playing time there. He's 61 out of 100. So he played, 39% of the plays. So the Clippers ball. 6 minutes left in the quarter. 31 is going to be a free throw attempt. That goes to Bo Outlaw. And he's only a 44% free throw shooter. Not a great season for Outlaw. And at least at the line. But he does drop in both of them. And that's going to be 2 points for him off the bench. Keeping the Clippers in the game, 19-15, keeping it close. Phoenix comes back down the floor in their half-court set. They throw it into Mike Finley on the wing, and Finley takes 2 steps toward the lane. He pulls up. He's being contested by Rodney Rogers, and that's going to be a +4. So that makes him a 55% shooter, and Finley with the pull-up jumper is good. That's 4 points for him in the first quarter. 21-15 is our score with 5 minutes and 20 seconds left. The Clippers come down, and that's going to be a bucket for Brent Barry, his second of the game. 21-17, Phoenix over the Clippers. Getting to the line is going to be Charles Barkley, 77% shooter, and he makes them both. And that's going to be 4 points for Barkley in the first quarter. 33 is back to the line. That's going to be Lamont Murray to the line. And Murray puts in 2. That's 4 points for him early on in the game. The score is 23-19. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Suns over the Clippers. This is a 2-point attempt for KJ as they kick it out to him on the wing, and he shoots. And he is being guarded by Terry DeHare, who's a +7. So that's a 59% shooter. And Johnson drains it. That's 6 points for him in the first quarter. 25-19 is our score. The Clippers come down and throw it away, and that is turnover number 2 for LA, and Phoenix with the ball. They come back down the floor. That's going to be Michael Finley slashing through the lane, and he gets to the rim but gets fouled. No bucket on the play, and that's going to be a 74% shooter. Makes the first, makes the second, and Mike Finley with 6 early in the game. 27-19 is our score. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's an 80. That's going to be an auto bucket for Terry DeHare, and that's his 4th point of the game. 27-21, Suns over the Clippers. Suns yet to commit a turnover here. Playing really good ball early on. A 34 is going to be to the line. That's going to be Elliot Perry, the lefty. 77% shooter. He makes the first and the second, and that's going to be 5 points early on for for Elliott Perry, the backup point guard. 81 is going to be an auto bucket that goes to Pooh Richardson as he puts it in for 2. That's his first bucket of the game. 27. I feel like I missed one in there. We're going to go with 27-23, but I think it's actually 29-23. Let's do that. 29-23. And 78 is going to be an auto bucket that goes to Charles Barkley, as Barkley is on the board with his first field goal, 31-23. The Clippers have a 50. That's going to be a 2-point attempt. And that's going to go to Pooh Richardson, who's feeling it after hitting that last shot. He's being guarded by Elliott Perry, so he's up to a 48% shooter, and it does not help as Richardson misses the 2-point attempt. 17 back to the line goes Charles Barkley. He misses the first, but he makes the second, and he is up to 7 points in the quarter. 32-23 our lead. I think that's what it is. We'll find out at the end of the quarter, which is only a minute and 20 seconds away. 47 is a 2-point attempt. That's going to go to Lamont Murray. He is being guarded by Mike Finley, so that puts him up to a 53% shooter. And Murray with the bucket. That's his 6th point of the quarter. 32-25 Suns over the Clippers early in this game. 1 minute left in the quarter. 72 is going to be a bucket. That's going to go to Hot Rod Williams, and that'll be his first of the game as he puts it in down low. And 34-25. Lots of scoring here. Not too many misses. So cleanly played game so far. 73. That's going to be an auto bucket. That goes to Rodney Rogers as he gets on the board for his first 2 points of the game. Phoenix back down. This is their last possession of the first quarter. They go to the line. This will be AC Green to the line. 70%. AC said 10%. He knocks them both in, and that's going to be the 6 points. 6 points for AC Green in the first quarter off the bench. And last play of the first, and this will go to Bison Dele. Dele with his 2, 4, 6, 7th point of the quarter as he puts it in for 2. Okie doke. So that's going to be it for the first quarter. So 6, 5, 2, 6, 6, 2, 4, 6, 7 for Charles. And that's 11, 13, 19, 25, 32, 37, 39. Is that what we got? No, missed some along here. Okay. 39 for Phoenix and 4, 2, 4, 2, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 7. Those don't look like 2s. So 6 plus 4 is 10, 12, 18, 20, 22, 29, which is what we have for them. Okay, so 39-29 is our score. 10-point lead for the Suns, and they're going to get the ball coming out of the second quarter, or coming out for the second quarter. First possession for the Suns, that's going to be a 3-pointer drained by Wesley Person, the rifleman, as he knocks it down from deep, and that gets the Suns going and quiets the crowd in the second quarter. Clippers come down. This is going to be a bucket to Rodney Rogers as he answers back with 2. So 42-31 is our score, 11-point lead for the Suns. Back to the line, and this is going to be AC Green to the line as he drops both in, and Green now with 8 points in the game. 44-31 is our score. The Clippers with the ball in their half-court set. It's going to be Bo Outlaw to the line, and he gets hammered down low. He makes the first and makes the second, and Outlaw for a terrible free throw shooter is now 4 for 4 from the line, and the Suns come back down. They just narrowly miss a run there, and instead they turn it over. That's their first turnover of the game. The Clippers with an opportunity to cut into the lead. That's a 26. So that's back to the line. It's going to be Bison Dele, 73% shooter, makes the first and the second, and that's 9 points now for Dele. With the lead being 44-33, 11 points for the Suns. Suns come back down the floor. This is going to be a bucket for Finley as he gets to the baseline and lays it in for two. 46-33 our score. Clippers back to the line. This will be Lamont Murray, a 75% shooter. He misses both, and that's a killer for the Clippers. Sorry about that. 47, that's going to be a 2-point attempt. That goes to Charles Barkley. He's being guarded by Lloyd Bott, so he gets to 54%. Barkley with the jumper, and the contested jumper is good. That's 9 points in the game for Barkley. 48-33 is our score. The Suns over the Clippers in this 95-96 opening night replay. There's not a bomb. That's a bucket, and that's going to go to Lloyd Bott. Bott with just 4 points in the game. 48-35. Phoenix with the ball, and that's going to be a 2-point attempt. That goes to Elliot Perry, and he is being guarded by Pooh Richardson. So that knocks him up to a 54% shooter, and that is up and in. For Elliot Perry. He's got 7 for the game. 50-35 is the score. Clippers back to the line, and this is going to be Terry DeHare to the line, 75% shooter, and he knocks them both in. 6 points now for DeHare in the game. Suns with the ball coming back down the floor, and that will be a bucket for Kevin Johnson. As they work it around and kick it out to Johnson for the 18-footer, and that's going to be 52-37 our score as the Clippers come back down the floor with the ball. They get to the line. This will be Bo Outlaw to the line, who's been hammered a few times. This time he finally misses. He's a 44% shooter. He goes 1 for 2 from the line. So that's a miss and a make. Our score is 52-38. 14-point lead for the Phoenix Suns with 7 minutes left in the half. Here's a 2-point attempt. That's going to go to Kevin Johnson. Johnson being guarded by Terry DeHare, so 59% shooter. And Johnson puts in his second consecutive bucket. He's got 4 in the quarter. He's got 10 in the game. The Clippers come down and throw it away, and that's going to be turnover number 3 for them. And Phoenix with the ball gets into their half-court set. This is going to be Mike Finley slashing down the baseline. He jumps, he hammers it, and that's going to be a 2-point dunk for Mike Finley. Finley is here. He's got 4 in the quarter. Aggressive player, Mike Finley, as he would go down the lane. 27, that'll be to the free throw line. This is going to be for Bison Dele. Dele has been, I suppose, their most effective player at this point. He makes both at the line. He's got 11 in the game. The score is 56-40, 16-point lead for the Suns. Suns get back to the line. This is going to be Wesley Person to the line as he gets fouled in the act of shooting. And he's a 77% free throw shooter. He makes them both. And he's got 5 in the quarter. 58-40 is our score. Clippers with the ball. 5 minutes and 20 seconds left in the half. Here's a bucket that's going to come from Bison Dele, who has been really good on offense for them. Phoenix with the ball now. 56 is going to be a 2-point attempt, and this time Pooh Richardson's guarding Kevin Johnson, so that bumps him up to a 58% shooter, and that lack of defense actually helped as Johnson is able to put in the 2. 60-42 is our score. Phoenix over the Clippers, 18-point lead. Clippers looking for something desperately to get them back into the game. Here's a 42. That's going to be a 2-point attempt. That goes to Pooh Richardson, and he is being guarded by Kevin Johnson. So that's going to bump him up to a 48% shooter, and that's just enough to knock it in for Pooh Richardson. He's got his 4th point of the game. And the score is 60-44. Don't know if I counted that one, so we'll see. 88 is going to be a bucket. That goes to Elliot Perry. Perry with the 2, and tentatively 62-44. I really feel like I missed one there. 54, that's going to be a 2-point attempt for Terry DeHare. DeHare being guarded by Elliot Perry. Perry out on the floor. That's going to be a 51% opportunity for Terry DeHare, and he knocks it down. That's going to be 4 points in the quarter for him. The score is 62-46. Phoenix with the ball, 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in the half. This will be a 2-point bucket, and that goes to Kevin Johnson. Johnson heating up here in this quarter as he's got 8 in the second and 14 overall. Clippers with the ball come down and turn it over. That's turnover number 4 for Phoenix, and they'll hand the ball back to the Suns. The Suns in their half-court offense throw it in. Mike Finley goes to the middle, and he gets hammered in the act of shooting. He'll go to the line for 2. That's 2 free throws. He knocks them down, and the score is 66-46. 20-point lead for the Suns as we near halftime. 68, and that's going to be a bucket to Terry DeHare. DeHare was 6 in the quarter. So it's the DeHare and Bison Dele show here. As DeHare with 10 points, Dele with 13 for the Clippers. The Phoenix Suns come back down the floor. This is going to be a bucket to Kevin Johnson, who is on a roll, and they just can't stop him. That's going to be 68-48, and the Suns are rolling toward a huge victory here. It's not even halftime. That's an 80. This will be, who is that? Pooh Richardson, and he's going to knock it down for his 4th point of the quarter. He's got 6 for the game. 65 for Phoenix. That's going to be to Charles Barkley. Barkley on the board for the 2nd time in the quarter. He's got 11 points for the game, and the score is 70-50. For the Clippers, they come right back, and it'll be Eric Pikowski with the bucket. That's his first 2 of the game. 70-52, Phoenix with the ball. They're going to get back to the line. This will be Wesley Person, 77% shooter, as he knocks them both down. And that's going to be 7 points in the quarter for Wesley Person. 72-52 is our score. The Clippers throw it away again. That's going to be turnover number 5, and Phoenix right back down the other way as they get a 2-point attempt. This is going to come from Hot Rod Williams. He is being guarded by Stanley Roberts. So he is a 47% shooter, and Hot Rod Williams turns around and knocks it down. That's 4 points for him in the game. 74-52 is the score. 84, that's going to be a bucket. That goes to Loy Vaught. Haven't heard from Loy Vaught for a while. That's his 4th point in the quarter. And neither team really missing here very much. And this will be Phoenix with the last position of the half. So 70 is a bucket for Wesley Person as he knocks down the jumper. And that will be 3, 5, 7, 9 points for him in the quarter, and everything going right for Phoenix. And let's total everything up here. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 for Johnson, 4 for Perry off the bench, 3, 5, 7, 9 for Person, 6 for Steve Finley, 4 for Barkley, and 4 for Hot Rod or 2 for Hot Rod Williams. So that's going to be 14 uh, 23, 29, 31, 35, 37, 39 points. So an excellent quarter, two 39-point quarters. And that should be a 78. So we did miss something along the way, and just two rocking quarters for Phoenix. Let's see about the Clippers here. So that's 10, 14, 18, 21, 27. Pretty good quarter for them. A little less than the first, but let's see, 27. That should be 47.56 they should have. So the Clippers playing well, but they just can't stop Phoenix. So our score is 78-56, a 22-point lead for Phoenix at the half. It's going to be the Clippers with the ball coming out in the third quarter. And let's see if they can claw away and get back in this one. So that's going to be a 2-point attempt. That's coming from Brent Berry. He's being guarded by Wesley Person, so that makes Berry a 58% shooter, and Berry knocks it down. That's going to be a bucket for him coming out of the halftime. 46 to Phoenix. This will be a 2-point attempt. That goes to Hot Rod Williams. Williams guarded by Bison Daly, so that makes him 47% shooter, and Daly with a good defense and causes Hot Rod Williams to miss the interior shot. Clippers come back down and can't capitalize as they throw the ball away yet again for their 7th turnover to Phoenix's 1 turnover. Phoenix playing very well in this game. There's a 56. That'll be a 2-point attempt for Kevin Johnson. He's being guarded by Pooh Richardson. So Johnson, a 58% shooter. He knocks it down. That is 18 points for the game for him. Let's give him his 2 coming out of it. And the score is 80-58, still 22. Clippers trying to dig in and get back into this one. They need that scoring run, but they were really a bottom of the heap team, so they don't get a lot of opportunities here for the scoring runs. 71 is going to be an auto bucket that goes to Pooh Richardson. Richardson having a nice game off the bench. He's got 8. 80-60 now. Phoenix over LA, Clippers that is. And 85, that's going to be a bucket to Sir Charles. And let's see if he starts to bring it on in the second half. He's got 13 in the game. Here's the Clippers back down the floor. This will be a 2-point attempt. That goes to Rodney Rogers, being guarded by Mike Finley. Rogers, that makes him a 58% shooter. Not helpful as he misses. And back down the floor come Phoenix on the transition, or in the transition, and that's going to be a bucket to Wesley Person as Johnson drives down the lane, kicks it out to Person on the wing, and Person with the 2 makes it 82-60, lead back up to 22 for Phoenix. The Clippers back to the line. This will be Eric Pikowski, good free throw shooter, but he misses the first, makes the second, and that's going to be 3 points for him in the game. Phoenix back down the court with the basketball. This will be KJ getting to the line, 85% free throw shooter. He knocks them both down, and he's got 4 in the half. 84-61, our score in this opening night replay of the Suns at the Clippers, 1995-96, using up-tempo basketball. 21, that's back to the line. This will be a for Loy Vaught. Vaught, a 72% shooter. He misses the first and makes the second. And that's going to be 62 for the Clippers. So the score is 84-62. And back to a 22-point lead for the Suns. 86 is going to be a bucket that goes to Hot Rod Williams, who's getting into it. He's got 2 in the second half. He's got 6 overall in the game. He's actually one of their better defenders down low. Clippers with the ball. And they hit a run. So finally, the Clippers might be getting back into this one. This is going to be an 8-0 run. So a 6 is 1 to 12. That's going to be an 8-0 run for the Clippers. And that helps them in their cause. And let's see how they got to that 8-0 run. We have it right here on top. So it's an 18. 18 is this first row here. So it's going to be 2 from Terry DeHare and 4 points for Barry as he gets a bucket and he gets 2 free throws. And then 2 points for Rodney Rogers. So that's how they get to their 8-0 scoring run. We're going to take 2 minutes off the clock. So 5 minutes and 40 seconds left. And the score is 86 to 70 as the Clippers cut the lead from 22 to 16 on that 8-0 scoring run. Phoenix has the ball. Coming back down the floor, they answer with a bucket of their own. That's Kevin Johnson getting down the lane for the layup, and that's going to be 2 points. 88 to 70, back to 18, the lead for Phoenix. Here's a 30. Back to the line. That will be Bo Outlaw. Outlaw has been good from the line for a 44% shooter, and he knocks a couple more down. So for somebody shooting less than 45%, he is 2, 4, 6, 7 of 8 from the line, and has had a good showing there. Phoenix in their half-court offense, drop it down to Charles. He spins, he turns into the lane, and he puts it up and gets hammered. He goes to the line. That's going to be a make on the first and a make on the second as Barkley puts them both in. Good free throw shooter. Barkley is for a big man. And let's put that 2 on the board. I don't think that we did that 2 for Bo Outlaw. Give him his due. That's going to be 71. 71 is going to be an auto bucket for the Clippers. And that will be Bison Dele as he shows up for the first time in the second half. 90 to 74, 16-point lead for the Suns as they have the ball coming back down the floor. This will be a bucket that goes to Elliot Perry, and Perry with his first 2 of the second half. He's got 11 for the game, so a nice game for him off the bench. 92 to 74, our score. Here is a bucket that goes to Lamont Murray. I'm sorry, it's a 2-point attempt to Lamont Murray, and he is being guarded by Michael Finley. Always good to be guarded by Michael Finley. He's a 53% shooter, and he puts it up and in, and that will be Murray off the bench with his 6th point of the game. So 92-76 is our score. Did I give him the 2? I don't know if I did or not. We'll figure it all out. Okay, 63 coming back down the way for the Suns. 63 is going to be a bucket. That's to Kevin Johnson. He's got 8 in the third quarter. He's got 24 for the game, and they just have no answer for KJ in this one. Here's a 33 to the Clippers. So that will be Bison Dele to the line, 73% shooter. He makes the first and the second, and he's got 4 points in the half. Suns come back down the way with the ball. This will be a 2-point attempt that goes to Kevin Johnson. He's being guarded by Terry DeHare. So 59% shooter is Johnson, and he lays it up and in, and that'll be a bucket for him as there just is no stopping Kevin Johnson in this one. The Clippers stop themselves on this one as they commit the turnover, and back down the floor come the Suns. As they get to the free throw line, this will be Mike Finley getting down the lane, and he gets whacked trying to take the shot, and 74% shooter. He knocks them both in. That's his first 2 of the half. 98 to 80. So a 18-point lead as Phoenix builds their lead again. The Clippers with turnover number 8, and the Suns coming back down the floor. This is going to be a 2-point attempt that comes from Mike Finley. As he pulls up for the jumper, the contested jumper, he's being guarded by Rodney Rogers, who's a +4. So 55% opportunity for him, and he knocks it in. That's a couple of 4 points in a row for Finley. 100 to 80 is our score in Los Angeles on opening night. 56, they narrowly missed the and one, and instead it's going to be a 2-point attempt to Loy Vaught, and he'll be guarded by Wayman Tisdale off the bench. So it's going to be up to a 50% or 56% shooter, and Vaught drains it, and that is 2 for the Clippers. So 100 to 82, 18-point lead for Phoenix, and they're going to go back to the line. Sir Charles with 1 and 2 as he drops both free throws, and that's 6 for the quarter for him. Clippers with the ball, 20 seconds left in the quarter, and they get back to the line. This will be Bison Dele as he drops both of the free throws, and that's going to be 6 for him in the quarter. As the Clippers playing well, but Phoenix playing out of their minds in this one. 33 is back to the free throw line for Mike Finley. He misses the first and misses the second, so rare misses there for Mike Finley, as that's going to end our third quarter. Clippers will have the ball coming out for the fourth. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's the second 10-point quarter for Johnson. He's got 26 for the game. One of the things I appreciate about keeping the score like this is you see just how many shots someone has to make, to score 40 or 50 or 60 points in a game. They just got to be shooting and making all the time, and it's crazy when you see guys averaging 35 a night. So this is going to be 12, 14, 18, 24, 26. So a little bit of a down quarter. It's actually quite average, but down for what they've been doing. So this is going to be 98-104 should be. Missed someone along the way. And 2, 2, 6. That's a nice quarter for Brent Berry. As the Clippers are spreading the ball around quite a bit. Bison Dele having a nice game. That's 19 points for him for 10, 11, 13, 15, 18, 20, 26. So the Clippers kept pace in that quarter. And you can see that the Phoenix is just playing out of their mind in the first half, coming back down to earth a little bit in the second half with a few misses. So that's 26. 26 plus 56 is 82. So we've actually given them more than their due. So it's 82. 104, 82 is our score. And Phoenix is going to put in the backup. If it gets a little too close, then they'll bring in the starters, and we'll just mix in the starters again. But everything is going to go to a backup at this point. In the fourth quarter, they're up by 22 points, and we're just going to give the backup players an opportunity to score here for a little bit. Okay, Clippers ball coming out into the fourth quarter. First possession is going to be a 2-point attempt that goes to Loy Vaught. Vaught being guarded by Wayman Tisdale. So that's going to be a 56, 156, and Tisdale with a good defense. Vaught with the miss. Back down the floor come the Pistons to the free throw line. That's going to be Tisdale to the line, 76% shooter. So normally would be Charles Barkley, but we got the backups in there. So 76% shooter, he misses the first and makes the second, and that'll be Tisdale with his 5th point of the game. Pushes the lead to 105 to 82. Clippers back down the floor with the ball. Here's 35 back to the free throw line is Eric Pikowski with the 2 makes. So that's going to be 2, 3, 5 in the game for him off the bench. So there's those 2 points there. So 105 to 84. Finally, the Phoenix Suns come down and commit a turnover as their backups are all on the floor. And the Clippers, after the turnover, get a 2-point attempt from Pooh Richardson. He's going to be guarded by Elliot Perry. That makes him a 48% shooter. And Richardson takes advantage and drops it in for 2. The score is 105-86, and the Suns come back down the floor. This is going to be free throw attempts from Elliot Perry. Perry is 77% shooter. That's right. Yep. 77% shooter, and he makes the first and misses the second. 106 to 86. The lead is still 20. The Clippers have the ball. That's going to be a 2-point attempt for for Pooh Richardson. He's being guarded by Perry, so 48 is his number, and he drops it in again as Elliot Perry not providing a lot of defense here. 106 to 88. The lead is 18 for the Suns, and that's going to be yet another turnover. Third turnover of the game for Phoenix, and LA with the ball. Here's a 2-point attempt. That goes to Lamont Murray. Murray being guarded by AC Green, who's a +2 defender. So 1 to 49 is a make for Murray, and he does miss as AC Green with the tough defense causes the miss. This will be Phoenix with 8 minutes and 40 seconds left coming down the floor. They get hacked, and to the line goes Chris Carr. These will be his first attempts. This is he's an 81% shooter. Carr knocks them both down, and he's got 4 for the game. 108 to 88, lead back to 20 for the Phoenix Suns. Here's a 2-point attempt. That's going to go to Loy Vaught. Vaught being guarded by Wayman Tisdale. The 1 to 56 is his number, and Tisdale with good defense again causes yet another miss from the Clippers. Clippers a little cold from the floor here and getting beat up by the Phoenix Suns backups. Here's a 50. This will be a 2-point attempt, and that's going to go to AC Green. Green, a 51% shooter, is being guarded by Rodney Rogers. So that bumps him up to a 55. So down low, Green gets denied, and that's going to be a miss for him. And back the other way come the Clippers. Clippers with a bucket. This comes from Terry DeHare. DeHare's first 2 of the quarter. And the lead is now 108 to 90, 18-point lead still for Phoenix. 7 minutes and 20 seconds left. They got all the backups in. This is going to be a 2-point attempt, and that is for Joe Klein, who doesn't get many, but he's going to get an attempt here. And this will be, he's guarded by Bison Dele, so that makes him a 1 to 44 shooter. And Joe Klein gets on the board for his first 2 of the game. 110 to 90 is the score. Here are the Clippers coming back down the floor. Getting to the free throw line is Loy Vaught. He's a 72% shooter. He drops them both in. And Vaught with his first 2 of the fourth. 110-92 is the score. Phoenix with a bucket, and this is going to come from Elliot Perry. Perry with 3 points in the fourth quarter. 112 to 92 is the score. 51, this will be a 2-point attempt for Rodney Rogers. He's being guarded by AC Green, so that makes him a 54% shooter, and Rodney Rogers puts in the 2. Phoenix back with the ball coming down the floor. This will be a bucket to Wayman Tisdale. Tisdale on the board. He's got 3 in the fourth during this junk time basketball. So 114 to 94 is our score. The Clippers trying to finish this one out. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left. And this is going to be a bucket to Rogers as he's got 2 in a row now. 4 in the fourth quarter as he started to heat up. Phoenix with the ball. Coming back to the line is Joe Klein. And Joe Klein, 80% free throw shooter. And he knocks down both. Klein now with 4 in the fourth quarter. 116 to 96 to lead back to 20 for the Suns. The Clippers to the free throw line will be Bo Outlaw, who has shot very well from the free throw line. He makes 1 of 2, and he should not be shooting so well, but he is, and that's why you play the game, right? 116 to 97, 19-point lead for Phoenix as we get to the 4.5-minute mark. It is 41. 41 is going to be a 2-point attempt. That's going to go to Wayman Tisdale again. Tisdale being guarded by Bo Outlaw, who's a -1 defender, so that drops him to 1 to 48. And Tisdale showing a little offensive dexterity there. He's got 5 in the fourth as he puts it in for 2. And here come the Clippers back down the floor. This is going to be Terry DeHare getting his 4th point of the quarter. And the score is 118 to 99, 19-point lead for Phoenix. Here's an 81. This will be a bucket. And that goes to Wayman Tisdale. Tisdale getting a lot of love here in the fourth quarter because of Charles Barkley. All right. So the Clippers are at 35. That'll be free throws going to Rodney Rogers. Not a good free throw shooter, but he makes the first and the second. And Rogers with 2. He's got 6 in the fourth quarter. And 118, 101. I'm not sure I counted the bucket for Tisdale. We'll see in the end. 68 is a 2-pointer. That goes to Wayman Tisdale again. So Tisdale doing his best Charles Barkley impression. And it's 120-101, high-scoring affair here for both teams. 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a bucket that goes to Loy Vaught. Vaught with 4 points in the quarter. And he's got 7, 11, 13 for the game. Phoenix back down the floor. To the line goes Wayman Tisdale. 76% shooter. He misses the first and makes the second. And that will be the 121st point for the Suns. An 88 3-point attempt here for the Clippers. And that's going to go to Bo Outlaw, who's a 0% shooter. So no opportunity for him to make the shot as he misses the 3. So that just means that he took a 3, but he didn't make any of them. So he doesn't even have an opportunity there to have a make. 50, you could play that where like it's a 1% chance, somebody has a chance to make one. But if you want to play it by the numbers, he has no chance. So he takes 1 and misses. Back down the floor on the rebound come the Suns. This will be a 2-point attempt that goes to AC Green, who's being guarded by Lamont Murray, who's a +5. So Green 1 to 56, and he misses. And that's his second missed opportunity this quarter. The Clippers come back down the floor. This is going to be a bucket to Loy Vaught. Vaught having a nice game. 6 points in the fourth quarter. And the score is 121 to 105. Phoenix over the Clippers. 1 minute and 20 seconds left in this one. Back to the free throw line go the Suns. This is going to be Tisdale back to the line. And he's got 2 makes. 123 to 105. And the Clippers with the 27 will be back to the free throw line as well. This is Bison Dele. Dele makes 1 and Dele makes 2. And that is the first we've heard of Dele in the fourth quarter, who's gone a little bit silent. 123-107 is the score. Phoenix with the ball. It will be Elliot Perry to the line, and he makes the first and the second. Perry with 5 in the fourth quarter. 125 to 107. 18-point lead for the Suns. And this will be the Clippers Draining the 2 is going to be Rodney Rogers as he gets down the lane and lays it in for 2. Not a lot of hard play happening here at the end of the game. This will be the last play of the game. And, of course, it's a foul. And going to the line is Chris Carr. He makes the first and he makes the second. And that's going to end our game as he has 4 in the quarter. So tentatively 127 to 109 is our score. Let's double check all of the scoring. So 2, 4, 5 for Elliot Perry. This is from all the backups, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12 points for Wayman Tisdale and 4 for Klein as a backup. That's 16, 20, 25. So even with the backups in, a pretty good quarter. 25 for them. So they started with 78. So 20 would be 98. No, that's not right. They started with 104. Sorry. So 129 should be their final score. Okay, so 129 to, let's get a final here. 2 points, 2, 4, 6, 8. That is from Rodney Rogers. 6 for Lloyd Bott. And only a bucket or two free throws for Bison Daly. So we'll see how that affects his final score. 8, 16, 18, 24, 25, 27. And finally, LA puts together a winning quarter. And where did they start? They started at 82, so that should be 109. So that's correct. So we got a 20-point win for the Suns over the Clippers, which is different than what happened in real life. It was really like a 6-point win for the Clippers. Let's get our totals here for the game. It will be 16-26 for KJ, 9, 11, 16, and that's going to be 11 for Chuck Person, 2, 6 for Carr, 12, 16 for Mike Finley, 8 for the backup Green, 11, 17 for Barkley, and he almost gets outscored by Wayman Tisdale. Of course, a lot of those points would have gone to Barkley. 2, 4 for Hot Rod Williams, and then 4 off the bench for Klein. So lots of distribution over here, but mostly because the backups played in the fourth quarter. This will be 10, 12, 16 for Terry DeHare, the point guard, 6, 8, 12 for the backup Pooh Richardson, 10 for Brent Berry, 5 for the backup Piatkowski, 6 and 14 for Rogers, 8 for his backup Lamont Murray, 6, 9, 15 points for Lloyd Bott, and Bo Outlaw with 5, 7, 8. And then Bison Daly had a good first half with 13 and a good third quarter. He was at 19. He finishes with a team high 21, and Roberts with a 0. So game high is Kevin Johnson, who had 26 through 3 quarters before Phoenix pulled the put the bench and pulled the starters. And that's how this one ends. This, again, is our 95-96 opening night replay using up-tempo basketball. So if you haven't played up-tempo basketball, you should go get it. You can get it at uptempobasketballgame.com. And we have 4 seasons. We have this 95-96. We have 89-90, 85-86, and 82-83. So if you like 80s and 90s Showtime basketball, this is a good set for you. So the final here is 129-109. Phoenix destroys the Clippers on the road in Los Angeles, and that's how they start their 95-96 opening night. The next game will be who? Next game will be Denver at the Lakers, which was a good game. And so Denver at the Lakers. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comments section below. I will get to them as quickly as I can. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, just click subscribe. And if you want to get notified whenever I post new videos, which has been coming, one every day or so, and just click the bell icon, and the bell icon will send notifications to you whenever I post new videos on this channel. Looking to grow the channel a little bit. If you like the content, give it a thumbs up. That's a super easy way to help this game get shown to more and more people on YouTube. We're getting fans from across the pond in Europe, so that's really nice and very cool because I know the NBA is big, not just in the United States, but all over the world. So nice to see others taking an interest in the NBA through this game. All right, I think that's it for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time.